reflection, a little chanting and meditation. Today's the 50th anniversary of Earth Day. And that's a little limiting though, because we have indigenous cultures on the earth that for thousands of years have lived in direct communion and connection with Mother Earth. And that is so essential in our current moment of conversation as we try to understand what's happening on the planet. We try to understand what's happening in our human journey. We really cannot, in my mind, evolve without the indigenous wisdom traditions, what they have to offer to the conversation, and the intelligence of our own hearts. In this so-called critical thinking that we have, this model, this more male-based scientific model, which has very important, valid information to give us, but cannot be fully informed without the loving wisdom of the feminine. And I was watching just the other night this beautiful piece by a Zulu shaman who actually I just found out left his body recently, but I think he was 100 years old. But it was a beautiful speaking of his culture's wisdom of the need of us to come back to the feminine. And this is something we all know in our minds and hearts as necessary to really be in relationship with Mother Earth. So we celebrate that today, and somewhere in our being we also sense the urgency of this time and the importance of this time. And people all around the world right now are doing some beautiful prayers and planting trees, planting seeds, it's also a new moon today. So we plant seeds into this new moon. But I wanted to just share our Sangha meditation. It's a way to come together for meditation because it really is powerful when we link our energetic hearts and our energetic fields together. And to support each other in that prayer, support each other in, deepening our own inner knowing and wisdom at this time. So I want to just start with a little chant, and then I'm going to just share a few thoughts on Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which is a beautiful concept in the yoga tradition of one world family, and holding that vision each of our hearts, each of our prayers every day. So hopefully the harmonium sound is good. Sometimes it, just because of the nature of it comes through a little strange through the digital wires. Let's just start with 3 ohms. And in your sacred tradition of your heart, whatever sacred mantra or sound you want to chant, just offering that prayer as well. Shalom, Shalom, and Salam, Arabic. Salam, Amen, Amen. And Hari Om is all is one. Hari Om. So please focus in your heart space. Take a deep breath. pause, holding the breath in. And exhale. Again, 2 more times. Inhale the life breath to the heart. Hold without force, gently. And then exhale, letting go of tension, stress around the heart. 1 more time. And 1 more chant. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and peaceful. May I support this consciousness. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. So holding in our hearts a prayer today for Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, in her journey, her evolution, and for each of us, for everyone, for all beings to live in peace, to create together a sustainable planet, and with love to all, with blessings to all. Jai Bhumi. So we say that in Sanskrit, and Jai means victory, and Bhumi is the Mother Earth. And as I mentioned in the beginning, there are cultures all over the earth. I think in my own, I haven't studied them all, but I believe that all of the mother cultures, all of the indigenous cultures lived in reverence with the earth in some way. That they had names for the sacred feminine principle of life, that they had celebrations and rituals around the cycles and rhythms of the earth, the solar year and the lunar year. And I mentioned this in the heart workshop I did on the weekend, but Einstein said it really profoundly. He said that the birds are so loud right now, I don't know if it's coming through the live, but they're outside my window singing kirtan right now. So it's very nice, a little distracting. Einstein said that the ancient people seem to have understood something profoundly important that we have forgotten. And in this day that we remember the earth, and those of us that are really practicing to remember that every day, to really remember that we each have a connection with the earth that's beyond just our food that we take every day, because that is important. She gives enough food for us, for 7 billion children. Our homes are made of the resources of Mother Earth. But energetically, the electromagnetic fields of your body, the cosmic and telluric energies that are within this human body and that we're connected to out here, we are a part of that cycle. There's a wonderful cardiologist, Stephen Sinatra, who recommends his heart patients to walk barefoot on the earth because of the effect, the measured effect that we know that has on the human body, and the heart being really the central part of our electromagnetic system. And the yogis said that there's, a point on the feet called Tala Hridaya, and it's also on the hands, that is connected energetically with the heart. So this way we do it, but also when we put our hands and feet and hearts on the earth. So much of this we have inside of us as just our innate human wisdom, our innate caring, our innate energetic connection to the mother, to the earth, to life. But in a time where humans have in large part moved away from that sacred principle and created industry, created a whole way of life that is desperately out of balance with the mother, with the cycles of nature. It's a time that we're each finding ways to return, and it may not seem like a lot. Somebody actually made a comment on Facebook this morning, there's so many places in pain and lack, where do we start? But it's that we each can do a little. Mother Teresa said it's not that we have to do great things, but do little things with great love. And if we each do a little something, if we each share a little, if we each care a little, then there is enough for everyone, because otherwise it's overwhelming, it's impossible. But the whole formula is that we can only do it together. We can only heal together in our bodies, in our families, in our world. We can only create peace together. We can't wait for politicians. We can't wait for any leaders. Certainly as they arise in the consciousness, feeling that call, we follow them and we support them. But we each have to be willing to every day hold this vision of peace, of healing and love in our hearts. So the yogis said, Vasudhaiva Kutambakam. And this is a beautiful phrase from the Upanishads, from Maha Upanishad. The world is one family. It's not a question. It's a statement. It's shloka. It's wisdom. The yogis thousands of years ago, in their own experiments, their own reflection on consciousness in nature, because it's so important to understand that so much of the yogic wisdom comes out of the connection to nature. It's true in Ayurveda and yoga. Their meditations by the rivers, under the trees, in the mountains. But you'll find this all over the earth. We are one with the earth. We are one human family. We're all the different colors of the rainbow. Vasudeva Kutambakam is the statement that the truth is that the world is just one family of beings. We are the children of the mother. And Gandhi said that there is enough for everyone's need and not everyone's greed. And this is so important. I hear people say again and again, out there, that there's not enough. The world is overpopulated. We don't have enough food. There's not enough resources. I feel this is a mindset of a fear mind, a lack mind, a mind that has been separated from its source. Because the truth is, every day we throw away enough food in America to feed all the people that are going hungry in America, and perhaps more. The US military budget, 3% of that, just 3%, this is mind-boggling, can end world hunger. Our priority cannot be war. Our priority cannot be division. So we have to, we're all doing our own healing work in the web right now. It's like where you are with your heart, with your body, what you've been given in this lifetime, the karmas, the healing to work out in your family, your body, community. And we're all doing our little piece, our big piece. But as we're doing that, the web gets reconnected, the hoop gets reconnected. So this is the vision of the yogis and other sacred cultures, is that we all come from the same source. We're all the children of the mother, and that we actually must share in order to thrive and survive. And we all have something. Maybe it's our time that we could give to someone in a loving way. Maybe it's our teachings. Maybe it's our music. Maybe it's to cook food. Maybe it's financial abundance. Think about what you have to give, to share, that can benefit others. I myself today am offering to plant trees. I'm planting 54 trees. It's $1 per tree. I think it's onetree.org. It's one that I use, and it's amazing. They've made it so simple to just donate, and these trees go in, and I'll post that later. And just in little ways that I can, as I'm also supporting my family and figuring things out, just to give that little bit to people that are feeding others, the people that inspire me, both here in California and in India. So the idea is that we don't have to have a lot of anything, but just enough that we can give a little something to each other and to support each other in very simple ways. So today we're doing that with meditation, with prayer. So what to say about this beautiful relation of the mother? So in the yoga tradition, the divine feminine principle has infinite names. And one of her names is Narayani, who is the beloved of Narayana or Vishnu. And it's really the feminine and the masculine principle which make life, Purush and Prakriti. One of her forms is Mother Earth, that she actually, like we do maybe, to take birth, she takes a birth with a whole dharma, mission, to be food for other beings, to be the life home for other beings. And in that way, Bu Devi, she's called. Bu, so if you've heard the Gayatri mantra, Om Bur Bhuva Suvaha, Bu or Bur is the earth plane. It's where the souls come to be in the earth school, to go on their earth journey, which is part of their soul journey, to learn the lessons that are here within the earth school. The yoga tradition says that we are first Atma, which means divine spirit. We're like sparks of that one divine. That's that same source that's in each of us. And Bhumi, she's also called Bhumi Devi, is this living mother goddess. And it's not just in the yoga tradition, right? We find Pachamama, we find in the Mayan tradition Ixchel, Ixmucane, Tonantzin in the native traditions of Mexico. Divine feminine names all over the earth. And it's so important that we are coming back to this loving wisdom. And have you noticed that when you go into nature, how you start to feel when you unplug from the electronics, when we unplug from the constant mindset of I have to do more, I have to achieve more, I don't have enough, or overthinking, or there are different forms of this, but the over-mentalizing of the experience that prevents us from really relaxing into the connection that's already here. So, how can we evolve as a family? How can we create a sustainable, peaceful future for our planet? We have to return and come back into this consciousness of the feminine within each of us. Men have it, and of course women have it. The sacred circle of life, a pregnant belly, a sun, a moon, like that. Tonight is also the new moon. So as we go into our meditation, you're planting seeds for this next new cycle of your life. I think it's at 7:26 p.m. Pacific, and so we're still actually in the dark moon and the letting go. So let's go into meditation, and if you have any comments or questions, I'll look at those toward the end. I always feel a bit like I'm speaking much faster than I normally do. on these just because, I don't know, because it's technology somehow. But anyway, I'm slowing down with you now to breathe, and just let me know if the sound is okay with my voice or if it's better with no harmonium. Sometimes the oscillation of the harmonium is a little strange. How does it sound on Instagram? It's okay? How's it on the... Let's see. How about on Zoom? Good? Okay. Instagram is good. Zoom's good. And we'll hope Facebook is good too. So, all right. So I'm going to just offer you a little guided support. Please feel free to take in what you need, leave out what you don't need, and to change any names or words as you need to. So let's make a sankalpa first. Let's make a prayer. This is like our meditation today is like an embodied prayer. A prayer for ourselves, our families, for the earth, for all families, for all children. Make that intention for peace, for healing. Connecting your heart back to the heart of the mother. And that loving earth wisdom inside you. And if you have a specific need also in your own healing, like let's say maybe something with your lungs or digestion, just also make a prayer for that. Prayer for abundance, whatever it is. And then settling into meditation, straight spine, and just start to breathe into your heart center, feeling the breath flowing in and out. I invite you to just bring one hand to the heart. It can be either hand. And your other hand touching the earth. If you're in a chair, you can touch the earth through your feet. And just for a moment feeling the presence of your ancestors. Mother, father, grandmother, grandfather, great-grandmother, great-grandfathers, going back and back and back. And that Mother Earth has held their journey. And if they've passed on their bones, their bodies that have gone back to the earth. And they got you where you are in this moment. And if you have children, or the children that you love in your life, just feeling, or just the beautiful children of earth, feeling them. And it is you who are here and now. And if your body wants to rock or sway a little, just allowing it to move, to breathe. Sharing your heart with Mother Earth. And I invite you just in a feeling or in words to just share a prayer of gratitude for the food that you have, for the home that you have, for the beauty that you feel when you're with the Mother. Mother, receive our love, receive our gratitude, our prayers today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And in your own words or feeling, just to say, I receive abundance of life. I am worthy to receive the abundance of life. Thank you, thank you. And I am so grateful to share abundance with others, to bless and prosper my sisters and brothers. And I fully open myself to the consciousness that there is enough for all. Peace for all. And seeing and holding a sacred vision in my heart of peace. And please imagine, feel, see this beautiful earth, the globe of Mother Earth. Just however she comes to you, see her surrounded in light. Feel that it is true that we have evolved beyond war. A vibrant earth, thriving, abundance for all. I send my love and prayers to all relations. May especially those that are in fear, anxiety and stress be healed with love. May all those suffering be uplifted. And feel yourself joining your heart with millions of people all over the earth right now who are in that constant prayer. We go in and out of remembering it, but it's always there. We come back to our prayers. We come back to our hearts. So joining with all my sisters and brothers in holding this prayer right now. And let's chant together. You can chant again Om or any sacred mantra that feels appropriate for you, any prayer. And send your heart energy to the heart of the earth. So remember that the whole universe, we know this to be true, is made of energy, light, sound, vibration, including our bodies. So even as though this feels very simplistic, we know and we remember that not only is the universe made of energy, but that we are all connected. And as a human family, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, the world is one family, holding that vision in consciousness right now for our children, for ourselves, for our ancestors. The world is one family. The world is one family. The world is one family. And bring both your hands together. We're going to just raise our hands above our heads for a moment. This is Jai Mudra. So Jai, victory, and just feeling this rising energy from the root chakra up, from the base of the spine up. Feel yourself rising in your life. Remember that out of the mud, the lotus blooms. Out of the challenges of the life, of the world, the soul rises. And Great Spirit, Great Mother, we pray for peace today as a human family, all the hearts and prayers all over the earth right now. We call in the vibration of peace. A world that works for everyone. And bring that slowly down to the heart. I invite you just to sit for a few moments together. Let's keep the feeling of the connection right now, that we're connected through the field to each other right now. You're being supported in your meditation by everyone here, but also all the people right now that are meditating and praying, we're connecting with them and with the heart of Mother Gaia. Concentrate within the heart on your breath. And visualize in your heart Mother Earth. It's like you're literally holding her in your heart right now. With your breath, which is your prana, your spirit breath. Your meditation is empowered with love. Meditation is a prayer. If you become aware of any layers of tension, stress in your own body, in your own heart, your mind, just use your breath to release it. We're all feeling life deeply, always. We're all feeling what's happening on the planet. Just a few minutes more. Keep holding that vision of peace, of abundance. And see yourself and your family living in that frequency, living in abundance, living in peace. And the healing that you need to do in your own body, your own family. Each person, each family is like a little microcosm of the whole. Send love to those that you need to. Send healing energy, forgiveness when we can, when we're ready. To release the past. And then begin to see families, people all over the earth. Just sense them being in wellness, swastavrita, wholeness. Feel them, feel countries and cultures all over the planet beginning to come back into balance. So if you know this prayer, we're going to do a couple different prayers. Let this remain as part of the meditation. We'll start with the Gayatri mantra. Prayer for peace. Over 5,000 years old, to the heart of the sun, the source of life. May it inspire peace in the mind, in the heart. Om Mani Padme Hum. The lotus of the heart. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. May the jewel in the lotus shine and unite all Prayers for all beings. Prayers for Mother Earth, for all the animals, the plants, for nature. Prayers for humanity to awaken in compassion, in kindness, empathy. To integrate our mother wisdom, our connection to the earth, with our science and with our intellect. For those in power to lead with inspiration, with love and compassion for others. Feels so simple, that prayer from your heart. But those are the most powerful prayers, the ones that are sincere. From your heart to the heart of the divine, to spirit, to the hearts of others. Prayer flags that blow in the wind. May all the prayers be carried to those places that they need. May love and grace enfold those who need it. And we appeal, we call upon the divine force, the loving force of goodness in the hearts of all the people. May that force inspire the hearts of the leaders. May they awaken to understand their great responsibility. May they see beyond special interests. May they remember that they have been elected to serve the people and entrusted with this great responsibility and privilege. May each of us free our hearts from the fetters of hatred and ignorance. May we free ourselves from the consciousness of lack and the consciousness of greed. Mother, Father Divine, source of infinite love and wisdom, we offer you our prayers today. Feel yourself strong in your spine. Sit straight. Spine is the danda, the tree of life. It's a staff that holds the power of your life force, your sushumna. And with a strong spine and an open heart, the vulnerability of just being yourself. And feeling yourself really supported right now to be clear on your mission, to do your own healing, and to offer whatever gifts you have in service. Jai Bhumi, Jai Mata, Pachamama. If you have a special name in your own heart or tradition for the Divine Mother, just call it out. I'm going to unmute my friends here. I'm going to try anyway. No, it doesn't work. Okay. Jai Bhumi, Jai Mata. And I know that the work is in myself always. Whatever I'm perceiving in the field has some root in me. And may I continue to heal in my consciousness of separation from Source, consciousness of separation from others, consciousness of separation from the earth. And just keep dissolving that into love, into connection, into healing. April 22nd, 2020, 50th anniversary of Earth Day. Thank you so much. I'm going to just stay for a moment here. If you have any comments or questions, just to send to others, message to others. You know, people read these things. I read them. And, you know, sometimes I think we all get discouraged, you know. We feel sad. We feel, I mean, if we're honest, I think, unless we're already enlightened, you know, it's just part of the wave. But the word for faith in Sanskrit, shraddha, is that which is in your heart. It's that which is already within the lotus of your heart. So faith is not something outside of us, blind faith or faith in some authority beyond you. It's to come back to your heart, and that natural connection of your heart to life, to the mother, to other beings, is the only place to have real faith. And I know that's true for me, because the only reason I have faith, thank you for the beautiful messages on Instagram to everybody, is the only way to have faith is for it to be real, is to feel it, to know that it's possible. And somehow it is possible, because there's a whole family of beings, millions, I'm going to say billions, who are showing up right now for the planet. And we have to make that our priority more than, you know, other stuff. And, you know, I'm going to say peace family, you know, and so I'll come back to the yogic saying that I began this with, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The world is one family. The world is one family. The world is one family. So let us just keep remembering that in our prayers together. And thank you for joining in. All my love to you. Happy Earth Day. Merci beaucoup. So have a wonderful day, and remember it's a new moon in about 5.5 hours, so wherever you may be, and into this new moon cycle to really just, amplify and elevate our prayers together, and it's so great just to keep seeing everybody offering their prayers, their love, their practice. I mean, I'm loving it. I hope this is the new normal in terms of the urgency with which we're sharing our prayers and our practices, and reforming our lives around awareness of Mother Earth and true health and true community and all of these things. So I'm going to unplug for a little while and go spend time with my daughter and be on the earth, and I wish you a beautiful day and hope to see you all soon somewhere besides Zoom and Instagram. Om Vasundaraya Vidmahi Bhuta Datraya Dhimahi Tanno Bhumi Prachodaya. We meditate on our Mother, she who gives all, she who nourishes all. May she teach us how to live in abundance and peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So remember those words, Vasudhaiva Kutambakam. The world is one family. Just let it echo in your mind, your heart. And every time you're praying, just that you're there with other beings who are we're right there together, praying with each other, praying for each other, meditating with each other, meditating for each other. And in this incredible time, I feel like any day I'm going to wake up from this dream that I've been in. So I'm just happy to be dreaming with you and wish you a beautiful Earth Day. Thank you. Jai Ma.